Hello everybody, my name is Andreas. In today's video I cannot hold back, but I want to talk about a few important facts regarding the event, the New Earth and the Rapture. As we ourselves had hypnosis sessions done on these topics, we watched videos and we read texts, I think I'm in a good position to discuss some disturbing observations. Lately I became aware of a person that claims to be a Christian slashing out against QHHT practitioners. He mentioned a few points that made me think and triggered me to do this video. This video is more a free-flow type of video, as I will talk about things as they come. I have so much stuff coming into my mind, I wrote them down, and I'm going to use the notes here on my computer to not lose track of what I want to say. In this video I'm going to speak totally in my mind and probably going to offend lots of people and touch their feelings and emotions. So if you cannot handle this, please disembark now. This video is addressed to the millions of Christian believers. Doesn't matter what church or branch whatsoever. Other believers in any religion that are profoundly hypocritical. Addressed to hypnosis practitioners and energy workers in all kinds of faculties doing their job more or less good, fabulous or lousy, and all other New Earth, the event, the Rapture or tribulation believers out there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, enjoy the video. As I said earlier, I'm going to use my notes here on my computer to not lose track of what I want to say, so please bear with me. I am basically a person that tolerates all races, religions, way of life, cultures, expressing thoughts, etc. We as humans have the right to express freely, but must be aware of the consequences and take full responsibilities. The hypocrisy in our world became recently a disgusting disease reaching like a virus in all parts of our life. Nobody is perfect, including me. So we all do wrongdoings and mistakes on a daily basis. Life just happens. So slashing out against hypnosis practitioners that try to do good work and of course are not flawless as well is within the rights to express freely. But I have the right as well to express myself, and that's what I'm going to do in this video here. As I said, there will be lots of you that will feel offended and get emotional. That's absolutely okay. In this video I will concentrate on the topics mentioned above, and I will provide my thoughts, opinions and conclusions. You do not have to agree or disagree. I don't care, but I want you all to think and have the courage to look at yourself. Point your finger at yourself and ask yourself, are you really honest with yourself? I just do this video and have lots of fun kicking some ass around the globe, and including myself. Anyhow, probably humanity is a complete joke and a fart in the vast universe of things. So what? Okay, let's go to work here. Recently, in the last couple of years, because YouTube and the internet provides us with the opportunity to share all kinds of good stuff and crap as well, the topics around the Rapture, the tribulation, the New Earth and the event became more widespread and discussed. And it is almost like to sit in the first row of a sold-out comedy show watching George Carlin rambling over some human stupidity.
Because I got to tell you the truth, folks. I got to tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest.
Absolutely fantastic. He was one of a kind. The old ages repeat their old story over and over again and use YouTube to share their never-fulfilling predictions that the Lord will come back soon. I mean soon. Sooner than soon, but still waiting to be soon. Maybe, who knows, he will come soon. All their life waiting and waiting and waiting. The New Ages figured it out and found a new way to describe the same thing, and are all excited about the fact that it will happen soon, very soon. So soon that we already are overdue by more than a year. But it's going to happen soon, next month, I promise. I call the old agers the rapturers, and the new agers the new earthers, just because I have fun to do so. I know it doesn't fit for everybody, but for the sake of this video. So let's see what we can find when we compare the two communities. What are the similarities? Similarities between the New Earthers and the Rapturers. Both groups believe in something because people in the past either talked about it, dreamt, channeled information, wrote down in books or the internet, had hypnosis sessions done, etc. This created the belief system and manifested their behaviors. Both scenarios have an end-time aspect where something external is going to happen that will either change the current planet, the system, existence to suppose better, healthier, magical place or existence. Both scenarios are more or less seen as something outside of them is going to happen to them. Both see a part or the whole current population to leave from here to go there, leaving the bad stuff behind them. It actually looks almost like fleeing or escaping from their responsibilities. And only the chosen or ready ones go to the new place or wherever. Both say that at the happening people will be somehow confused. Both scenarios have the aspect of checking out of this reality and going to somewhere else. Both pay somebody to keep their belief system running. The religious believer pays the church. The hypnosis or medium client pays the practitioner. Both parties practically are hoping or waiting for somebody or something to take care of their shit they produced and to get a free ticket to a nicer place. I wonder how this is going to work out. So, can we observe some differences? Of course. First, the New Earthers. New Earthers, they see it as going to a new Earth. Shifting frequencies to 4D or even 5D. Changing their body. Having new abilities. And again, leaving shit behind and finding yourself in a better place. The whole planet shifts with the current population, but the ready ones go to New Earth, and the not ready ones stay with the old Earth or brought to another planet or place. It's rather a new concept. They're supposed to have an idea what or where New Earth is. Most New Earthers believe in reincarnation. New Earthers don't condemn other thinking people, but that maybe changes today. Rapturers. How do they see it? People are snatched away and supposedly go to heaven to God or with the Lord. Snatching away reminds me on Star Trek with "Beam me up, Scotty." They don't really know where they are going or what awaits them, they have no clear concept. It will happen like the thief in the night, they say. and it's outside of their control. They are waiting already for a long time it to happen. They say only the chosen ones get raptured. They only talk about the Christians that fall into the category to be raptured. What about the rest of the world with the millions of decent good people that are not Christians? They're not raptured. They wait for the Lord to come back, but shouldn't He already be here in their hearts? So no need for Him to come back in flesh again. Rapture-believing people see other thinking people often as lost souls or even Satanists. Most Christians don't believe in reincarnation. So, these were some differences and similarities. Here I have a few points to discuss, or to talk about my opinions, like I said. First, reincarnation. From the viewpoint of reincarnation, karma and Earth as a learning school, both scenarios don't make sense at all. If soul and individuality exists, then it doesn't matter where you are or where you go. You still have to work through your own karma. But if karma is a misconception, a lie, or even a deception, it would practically mean that you could do whatever you want. There is no judgment or no need to balance out past mistakes, unless you yourself are choosing to do so. From this viewpoint, new earthers get a free upgrade to better high vibratory earth with no karma or past mistakes balancing. From the rapturous viewpoint, it is similar. Because you believe your sins are worked out and you believe in the Lord and God and the rapture, etc., you are saved and brought to another place or existence or back to God or whatever you have. Maybe. But if you look at Earth as a prison planet concept, then the new earthers are tricked into another Earth where they go, but still are caught in the system and kept close and controlled. The rapturers think that Lord is going to save and bring them to the new heaven. As well, just a trick to keep them nicely controlled, just another environment. If Earth is a prison planet, nobody gets out here before they sorted their internal mayhem out. But if Earth is not a prison planet, just a beautiful planet constructed as a learning school where souls incarnate to get their stuff sorted out, you would not need to be saved or escorted away. You choose to come here and learn your lessons. And now, because it's a little bit harder, as expected, you want a free ticket out. What an entertaining thought. Okay. An interesting fact is that a large part of the Christians that believe in God, in the Lord, Jesus, or whatever name or label that is used, in angels and archangels, they do not believe in ETs. ETs are viewed as demons. But as the Lord and those angels obviously are not from earth either, they must be assumed or described as being ETs too. Why? ET only describes not to be from Earth. So there is some nice packed away hypocritical thinking. Of course, never to be acknowledged as this. Or do I miss something here? The New Earthers have no problems to accept the fact or believe that there are ETs and other beings, not necessarily from Earth. With them, they either have physical or non-physical contact. So, somehow, many of them rely on the help of others to be able to go to New Earth. But for many New Earthers, bad ETs or demons don't exist or deny them. Christians and similar believers seem to have some interesting hypocritical tendencies. They preach tolerance and love, but condemn or label QHHT practitioners to be satanic or to be a satanic cult. Just because they have different approach and nomenclature, even if it's very similar to their own belief. Because QHHT and other practitioners are using hypnosis to get information, it is seen as a satanic and demonic, and all information is assumed deception. Interesting. But, on the other hand, when a Christian gets a voice or a dream, it is considered to be from God, or Lord, or Jesus, or what have you. But when the prediction fails, then this person suddenly becomes deranged and was deceived by Satan too. Are you serious? Another observation is that Christians always see themselves as the righteous ones, the ones that know and the ones being saved. I barely see them question themselves or their belief system or their channeled information, but attacking other thinking people by saying they are satanic. Didn't lead the same thinking years back to the burning of the witches at the stake? It seems they have not learned anything in the last 2000 years. I haven't seen any hypnosis practitioner killing others, but I can make out a bloody trail of dead people in the name of God or a similar deity. Interesting as well is the fact that Christians or else say that QHHT is a satanic, but are not approaching the subject of disastrous pedophilia for eons in their own ranks. I don't see anybody being a pedophile, expressing any love nor human compassion or working for the good of humans. I see influence and a very dark demonic force used in the name of God and the black robe. These are incredible atrocities. So why not just stop calling other people out if your own religion was and is still involved in such a disgusting behavior? Now, I want to talk just a little bit about the weakness of many hypnosis practitioners. It is the inability to discernment. In many of their sessions, all kinds of material emerges and is talked about by their clients, and that is absolutely okay. But I practically never see or hear anybody really questions the source of the information, neither showing the skills to do so. That is a dangerous and unfortunate, as the religion believers are blindly following a 100 times rewritten book. Then in the Bible it is said, that's interesting, I hope I say it right, Leviticus 19:31. Do not turn to mediums or wizards. Do not seek them out to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. That includes hypnosis practitioners, as they are seen as the ones meddling with your mind and may reach out for spirits or the higher self to come through. So as a Christian and similar believer, you shall not get hypnotized. But I am telling you something here. Every time you go to church or you read your book or you listen to your soap opera on television, you are actually hypnotized without you even being aware of it. The hypnotic state is a natural thing that occurs every day, all the time. Once you're in this state, you're open for all kinds of mind programming. Most of you are more in a meditative, hypnotic state all day as you're completely awake or completely asleep. If you would be using your thinking organ a little bit more and being in a conscious, awake state, you probably would figure it out a little bit easier. just for your information, folks. So, with all that said and thought about and rambled, there are some conclusions, opinions and thoughts and ideas I'm going to share now and, of course, would like to discuss. Both scenarios are strong belief systems of either community. Both rely on external force or help to have something happen. Both somehow want to leave responsibilities in some form behind them. Both fail repetitively to fulfill their predictions. Both claim to have voices, channeling, dreams, etc. that tells them what is going to happen. Both cannot completely verify who or what is talking to them. Both are very weak in discerning the source of information that claims to know things. Both are caught in a closed box thinking and can't see beyond their comfort zone. Both deny the larger context of reality and are comfortable in their little picture thinking. QHHT and branches of it, hypnotherapists generally, channelers, mediums, tarot card readers and similar working faculties need to be very careful about what they say and suggest to their clients. They need to learn incredibly more about the larger context of reality and have to leave their hidden ego-driven conduct of doing business. Most of those practitioners have no clue about the hidden forces nor want to touch it out of fear or denial. Do your homework. To just not believing in something or fearfully denying the bigger picture of reality doesn't mean it's not there. To close one eye makes you half blind. Christians and similar believers, you are aware on how you have been and still are caught in a closed loop of lies and misunderstanding and haven't practically learned anything. Here a wonderful quote from Albert Einstein. Take your time to read it. You repeat things over and over, but nothing changes. Most of the larger religions have a bloody, murderous trail of blood behind them and are calling others out to be satanic or lost or non-believers. When are you going to wake up to the fact that it is maybe you that was deceived by those dark forces? To both parties here, before you go anywhere, either raptured or to a new earth, you need to clean up your own deep pile of disorganization inside yourself and start to really do something about your belief traps, your behavior and attitudes. Start to figure out who and what you really are. This will be a slow, painful, truth-shattering but relieving and liberating process that only you can do all by yourself and all alone. Nobody's going to do anything for you. That is maybe why you reincarnate here again and again until you get it. Okay, some final notes or words here. I know that many of you feel very offended and may even have some negative emotions towards me. That's fine. But it only shows where you are at your own development. If you feel offended, angry, hate or similar feelings, you still have a long way to go. It shows your weakness and lack of understanding. But if you embrace this and you look at yourself instead, you just made your first step out of your mind prison. Dear lovely hypnosis practitioners and else, you have my deepest respect. You want to help people, but please reach out for the bigger picture. And to all good-hearted religious believers, open your minds a little bit more and get unstuck. There is nothing dangerous outside your box, only your own fears. And if the rapture or the event is going to happen the next couple of years, please give me an email and call me out. I wish you a wonderful day. Love and light to you all. Bye.